Hi everybody, I'm Karina Murphy, and today I am sitting down with Jason McRae of Stupid Choppers and Town Line Motors. How's it going today, Jason?
It's wonderful. It's not raining yet.
No.
We're okay today.
Halloween.
Yeah,
it's gonna
Halloween.
rain.
It is Halloween today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rain out.
Rain for the trick-or-treaters.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
But this is fun. Like Stupid Choppers, I've been actually really intrigued by that name ever since I heard it so many years ago. And now I find out that there's actually almost two businesses in one thing you have going on. So I'm really interested in hearing about your journey and how you got to where you are today.
How we got to this point
Yes.
on this Halloween day.
Yes. 2019.
Yes, 2019. So in 2004, January-ish, February-ish of 2004, I opened a little car lot, used car lot on Homer Avenue in Homer. And at that time it was called JJ's Auto and Cycle. That's my initials.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then shortly after that, a couple of years after that, we changed the name to Town Line Motors because it's kind of on the town line right there.
Tons of sense.
Yeah. And right around 2006, I was at a car auction buying cars for the car lot, and a motorcycle frame had been repoed and was going through the auction lane. And I bought it. And
kind of in a rash decision.
Yes, it was definitely that. I didn't even know the measurements of the frame. I knew kind of what it was.
Right.
And it was long and stretched out, chopper style.
Yeah.
That was the first Stupid Chopper. And a couple of us were standing around the garage once we got it what's mocked up, like the wheels and the front suspension on, the chassis is sitting there. And someone said, "That thing is stupid." Stupid Choppers.
That's amazing.
Was born.
I mean, that's a name that just sticks.
It sticks out, yeah.
Yeah.
And it stays with people. I've had like I said, I've had the Town Line name for quite a while, and some people know it, some people don't. But almost everyone I feel like knows the name Stupid Choppers. It's a tough name to forget.
Yes, it is. And so, what is the scope of your business? What are the things that people can expect from?
First and foremost, we are a used car dealer.
Okay.
A certain segment of used cars, probably like the $5,000 to $15,000 range. That kind of range is what we normally specialize in. So that's our main business. But in the summer months, we do motorcycle service and repair. In the beginning, we built the choppers, but after 2008, 2011, the chopper thing kind of fell apart. Those are luxury items.
Yeah,
they're not a need item, they're a want item.
Right.
So we've kind of evolved into doing motorcycle service and sales. We sell used Harley Davidsons and other brands, but that's it.
You're not building as many today.
We're not building as many as we did.
But if someone came to you and said, "Hey, build me a Stupid Chopper," you'd be like,
"Yeah, we could definitely still build one if the need or want was there."
Sure.
We are registered with the government as a manufacturer. We issue our own VIN numbers. As far as I know, we're the only business in Cortland County that does that.
Yeah.
No one else does that.
Right.
So we issue our own VIN if we build a bike, which is kind of a thing. It took me like a week to cut through that red tape in Washington and get a license, but we do have it.
A week is not a big commitment.
No, it wasn't awful, but it was a week steady. It was a lot of phone calls.
Gotcha.
The main business is automotive sales.
Okay.
But we do sales and service of bikes as well.
And I'm going to show everyone the what you've done to the building, because this is just really was a facelift for this end of Tompkins Street, and I know that a lot of folks have appreciated just seeing a kind of a vibrant and kind of proud business right here. A
business born in the city, in this county. We started in Homer, but we spent 3 or 4 years on 281, and then this property came available, and we were able to purchase it, so we own this.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
And
this is kind of a gateway into Cortland from this direction. We're right on Route 13, right almost on the city line, on the town line again, so the name fits still.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right next to SUNY Cortland, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot. You get a lot of people passing by. I pass by every day.
Yeah.
At least once.
That's one thing that with the 281 spot, we were over on 281, and that someone brought it to my attention that Tompkins Street may be more of a community traffic instead of a commuter traffic. Like 281's a commuter road.
Yeah.
We were actually in the space that that Royal Nissan and Subaru is in now.
Yep.
And while we were there, they did the 281 project, and we ended up behind a retaining wall. So that was part of it.
Because I had my antenna out for you guys. You saw when you were on Homer Ave.
Yep.
And then I knew that you had moved, but it was really hard for me to figure out. And then all of a sudden you were here.
Yeah.
So it feels like that 281 was 5 years on 281?
It was, yeah, it was, I think, yeah, it was, because it was 2014. Well, it was 4 years. It was 2014 to 2018.
I was so happy to see you spring up here. It was
Yeah.
like I woke up one morning and here you were.
Yeah, I actually grew up in this neighborhood. I grew up on Pearl Street, which is right around the
Yep.
corner. So I grew up in this neighborhood. I went to Berry School, which is right across the way. You know,
It's
kinda
my
neat.
neighborhood too.
Yeah.
My son went to Berry School.
Yeah.
It's a nice little
It
place.
is a nice little neighborhood. It still is.
Yeah.
It's kind of nestled right in here with the college, and it's pretty nice.
Yes. So, Jason, the other thing I'm really interested in talking to you about is your community activism and actually your national activism. You have led a bunch of efforts for different community members, but also for, events that happen in the nation. And I'd love to talk a little bit about how that started and, what you've done.
Yeah, we in the beginning we did mostly regional type stuff, local type stuff. Right around 2008 or 9, I'm looking at the picture because we did a bike.
Right.
That blue bike up there, we did a bike for a young lady over in the Ithaca area that had cancer, and we built the bike, sold the tickets, raffled it off, and gave her all the proceeds from it. That was like our start, and as far as the business goes, doing that kind of stuff. And then, a couple years ago was the hurricane relief effort in Texas. A friend of mine is an over-the-road trucker, and he had an idea to fill a trailer full of goods to bring down to those folks that were impacted by that.
Right.
And our goal was 1 trailer, and we filled 3.5.
I remember.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So impressive.
Yeah, it was right before we were done on 281, and we used that facility for that. And we had a line of traffic down the street of people wanting to get in and donate their stuff. It was pretty great. It was a moving thing. It was way bigger than I had anticipated it would be. And it was over Labor Day weekend of that year, and it was supposed to be a 2 to 3 day thing, and it turned into a 2-week thing.
Yeah, and I think your efforts give people a real way to contribute where, you'll read the news or you'll see what's happening and be like, I wish I could help, but there's no like concrete thing that
Right.
you can actually do. And what you've done is like open a door for people to, hey, this is what we're doing, and if you want to be part of it, just come on over.
Right. It's a different way to give. Like, you can get online and you can donate to Red Cross or United Way or any of those things, and they fund and they help those things and whatnot. But you're transferring your money and you're doing, and that's great. That's a great way to do it. But some people want, like you said, concrete. Some people want to just hand you a ream of paper towels and say, I want to give this or whatever, a case of water, whatever. It turned into a huge thing, and we just people were dropping stuff off like as late as like 3 weeks later. The trucks were gone, and people were dropped. So we donated that stuff locally, but still, it was pretty great. It was quite a thing.
It's such a impressive and inspiring thing. Yeah. You've done some local things with people that have had illnesses and fundraisers for them.
We have. We did another bike a few years back for a friend of mine, Kimberly McRae Friedman. She was diagnosed with cancer. We built a bike, did the same kind of thing, raffled off some tickets, sold some tickets, raffled that off, had a benefit, that kind of stuff. So, I like to do that stuff that's local, gives back to your own community, and then we did the stuff that's, like you said, national, but a little bit of all of it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And so, do you have any free time? And if you do, what do you like to do?
Free time, even though I run a motorcycle business, I still like to ride a motorcycle once in a while. I like to boat. I like to do the lake life thing.
Do you fish, or do you just
fish.
like float?
No, mostly float and just the swimming and that kind of stuff.
Sunbathe.
Nah.
In those that week long that we get sunlight.
Only 1 week.
Just
Only
kidding.
1 week. But I mean, we have a pretty good in this area. We have a great. I don't know what you'd call it. I guess it's an asset, but the Finger Lakes are awesome. You know, they're some of the greatest lakes in the world. And they're
Natural
right here.
resource, it's amazing.
Yeah, they're right here. You know, it's people that we've lived here our whole lives. You know, you take it for granted, but they're here. You know, so.
My friend Tim and I, you know Tim Helger,
Yeah.
we have embarked on a mission this year to, well, we're not going to do it all this year, but we're biking around all the Finger Lakes.
Oh, yeah.
So on Monday
That's
we
great.
biked around Skinny Atlas Lake, and I think I'd rather boat on it.
Yeah, that's a long haul.
But it's kind of, it's such a great natural resource. It's like right at your door. What do you do with them?
Yeah.
Find all the different things to do. Go to wineries, go on the lake, go.
I've biked around those lakes too, but it's a motorcycle. They have a motor on them.
It's very
that pedal
different.
thing, I don't know about that pedal thing.
It's so exhausting. I was very humbled. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not in such great shape.
Tim's like, he's avid, right?
He
biking
is.
all over the place.
He's very kind. He stays with me, but he
There
could
you go.
totally kick my leap.
Beep.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
But
So is there anything else that you want folks to know before we wrap this up?
probably not. Just that we're here. We're here to, you know, be here for the community and selling some cars and do some community stuff.
Come by and support this man. We want him here.
Yeah, we'll organize. And if they hear of us organizing a fundraiser, then volunteer to help us or donate something or whatever, you know?
Yes.
Share it on your social media, whatever. Everything helps
see me
for
next
us.
time for sure.
Yeah,
All
great
right.
things.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.